everybody, I'm Latrina Patrick. Welcome to day 77 of our 90-day grant writing tutorial. Today I want to talk to you about how you can write your proposal as concisely as possible. When it comes to writing grants, I always tell people grant writing is a skill. It's not brain surgery, it's not rocket science, but it is a skill, and that skill is being able to tell your story about who you are and what it is you're doing in as clear and concise method as possible. And that's very hard for some people, and that will trip you up. So today I want to give you some tips. I'm going to give you overall 10 tips for proposal writing, but I'm going to break those down into 5 today and 5 tomorrow. So let's get started. One of the first things that you can do is to thoroughly develop your project about what you're writing. So as much preparation as you can do in preparing your project or getting that down in writing, the better it's going to be, because you want to work out all the details before you put pen to paper. And so make sure that you do that. Develop the project as much as you can on the front end before you ever sit down to write. The second thing is develop more outlines. Before you write any part of the proposal, outline your thoughts. That's really a great strategy. When it comes to writing a grant, sometimes you just want to jump right in there and start writing, but the more work you do on the front end makes it so much easier when you actually sit down to write it. I've had the most success in writing when I've been really prepared. So develop your outlines to get all your bullet points in there so that you're writing and just expounding on those bullet points when you sit down to write. The third thing is, and I've been saying this for weeks, practically every other tutorial, is to do your research, do your homework. It's one of the most successful components when it comes to acquiring grants, is that doing your research, making sure that you can back up everything that you're writing about with facts. You want to be able to show the evidence that what you're doing is working and that you have taken the data and the statistics into consideration when you develop that project. So that's one thing that's going to help you. The next thing is to write clear, definite statements using clear, definite words. You don't want to get people confused. You want to be very clear about what you're saying. You want to be simple about it. And I will tell you that in tomorrow's proposal writing session, I'm going to share some words that help you cut through some of the wordy stuff, taking a couple of words out and just adding one strong word is really going to help you, and it paints a clearer picture. So I'm going to show you how to do that in tomorrow's session. The next thing is you want to eliminate the jargon. It's one thing when you have jargon and you're talking amongst your coworkers or people in your industry. We always make jokes that the feds and the state have so many acronyms, and when you're talking to people outside of those industries, they look at you like you're crazy because you're using terms that nobody knows but people who work for the feds or the state. So you want to take out jargon because they may not be clear to the people who are reading that proposal. The last thing you want to do is to confuse your reader, because that is not going to help you get funded. So those are the 5 tips that I want to focus on today, and I'll come back tomorrow with 5 more tips that I think will be really helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments about anything I've covered today, please make sure you leave those for me here on my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. You will get immediate notification whenever I upload a new video. And if you have any peers or friends who you think would benefit from my tutorials, will you please share the link with them, because I really would love for them to have access to this information as well. I want you to know that I send out weekly email updates to let you know what's coming up every week in my tutorials. And I'll send out a weekly agenda every Monday so you get a sneak peek on what's coming ahead. If you want access to those, go over to my website, www.greatervisionconsulting.com, and subscribe to my email updates. While you're on my site, check out my bio, my background, my history, my experience, and also the services that I offer, because I would love the opportunity to work with you and your organization. Well, that's it for today. I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow with another great tutorial. Talk to you soon. Bye.